on!
And severely live, I am Charlie, Erukaa, a broadcast journalist.
Okay, so what are we actually here today for?
The preservation of the sanctity of River Benue, one of the major rivers in Nigeria besides the River Niger. Well, the Benue is a tributary of the Niger and it flows from the highlands of the Republic of Cameroon through Makurdi, the Benue state capital. And over the years, the river has been degraded by a combination of natural factors and most especially human activity. So the Benue Canoe and Kayaking Club has actually organized this event as a measure to create awareness about preserving the purity of the River Benue and restoring it to its natural state. Over the years, the river has been it's reducing in size, not necessarily because of drought, but because of human activity. The fact that people have been excavating sand and creating artificial islands in the river, and of course the dumping of refuse and all manner of impurities into the river. As you can see, it is absolutely muddy and it's not flowing the way it should, so that you can have natural marine commercial activity in this place. A big ship can't pass through this river because of the treacherous nature. You don't know exactly where it's deep and where it's shallow, and it's an initiative by this group to ensure that the river is restored to its natural state, to preserve the ecology, the ecosystem in the river. That's talking about the fish, the animals that inhabit the river, used to inhabit the river, so to say, and besides that, to ensure that different kinds of activities that would attract tourists to this natural attraction, the river from which this particular state gets its name from, is restored to its natural pristine state, in order to attract revenue for Benue State and also to ensure that it's a source of commercial activity where you have marine nutrition and of course marine tourism.
Okay, so with these challenges you've mentioned, how are we going to manage these challenges?
First of all, we need the political will from the administrative authorities, and that's talking about both the state and the federal government. A lot of these destructive activities have been going on unchecked, and so first of all, we need to ensure that the laws for preserving this river are first of all promulgated and then enforced, so that wherever we have activities that are inimical to the natural state of this river, those who are responsible are arrested and prosecuted. That will serve as a deterrent to these dangerous activities. And of course, we also believe that when these laws and regulations are enforced, then it's a step in the right direction. The river also needs to be dredged as it is. It is not deep as it is supposed to be, and that is why you can have, ships coming in with goods from the ports into this place. So once the river is properly dredged to its natural depth, then you can have ships actually coming in from the Atlantic Ocean all the way from the Niger Delta to this place. So what is happening here is just a step towards that very lofty objective.
Okay, so comparing River Benue and River Niger, which are the two largest rivers in Nigeria, can you tell us about the expensiveness of fish in River Benue and River Niger?
Unfortunately, these two rivers are far apart as far as these activities is concerned. So making a comparison is pretty difficult. But as you can see, the Benue feeds into the Niger. So Benue is just part of the Niger, like they say, but a very, very significant part. So, the Niger and the Benue meet in Lokoja, which is supposed to be the confluence town. Well, not supposed, which is actually the confluence town where the two rivers meet. And then from Lokoja down to Onitsha, where you have the Niger Bridge, and then all the way down to the Niger Delta. You can see that a lot of activities happen across the River Niger. Okay, now talking about the River Niger, it starts from somewhere in the hills of Senegal, flows through Mali, Niger Republic, and then into Nigeria. The River Niger is also the source of hydroelectricity in Nigeria, and that's why when you have a drop in electricity supply, what the electricity authorities will explain to you is that the volume of water in the Niger has dropped. So, in a nutshell, if you're talking about activities, commercial fishing activities in the Niger and the Benue, you can hardly separate the two, unless you look at specific points. Makudi, where the River Benue flows, Lokoja, which is the confluence, and then Onitsha, which is the next major crossing point, and then all the way to the Niger Delta, which unfortunately has been polluted by oil exploration activities. And so the river is actually not measuring up to capacity when it comes to fishing activities, unfortunately.
So what kind of recreational activities or sports can you recommend for River Benue?
Kayaking, speedboat racing, canoeing. You can also have what's the name of this water bike again?
Beach games.
Sorry?
Polo games, beach games.
Yeah. Now, those are the ones that you have inside the water, and then of course you have beach volleyball, you have water polo, water skiing, and then you also have things like even swimming. You can actually develop swimming talents in the river here, because at the Olympic levels what you have is the swimming pools, but then when you start training as swimmers in a river with the currents and its uncertainties, then I believe that by the time they start competing inside the pool, it's going to be a stroll in the park.
Okay, so with these challenges you just mentioned, what is the Benue Boat and Kayaking Club going to bring to solve this problem?
The Benue Boat and Kayaking Club will create awareness by those who believe in the conservation of the natural economy, the Benue State government and also the federal authorities. And it is not just awareness, but then creating awareness in a proactive manner. So the activities of the Benue Boating and Kayaking Club will actually raise awareness, and then we believe that the government would step in to ensure that the things that the club is creating awareness about will come to the knowledge of the authorities, and something towards restoring the sanctity of the River Benue will be done.
So, being an indigene of Benue, I want to know, what do you think about this whole event? Was it successful? Is it okay for you? Do you think this is going to be successful at the end of the day, or it's not going to happen?
As an individual, I had fun, loads of fun. I also saw the problems, the sources of the problems created, leading to the deterioration and degradation of this river. The riverine communities are carrying out dangerous activities, and this is going unchecked. The sanitary conditions of these communities leave a lot to be desired, and that's because nobody cares, nobody is looking in this direction. But being part of this occasion, I believe I have seen something, and I could also add my voice as a journalist, as a public figure, and as an indigene of the state, to also call the attention of the authorities to what needs to be done in order to bring back River Benue to its pride of place as a tourist attraction, as a natural habitat, and of course as a geographical location on the map of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. That was Mr. Charles Erukaa of Channels TV. So guys, keep on watching Diamond Jack talk show for the moment to bring you guys to the situations going on in Nigeria. Thank you guys all. See you all in my next video. Bye.